Krishna sir, accepting change is the most tough thing. I believe we all say that change is the only constant. Now, when we go ahead, when we work in the firm, when you as a leader want to run your team to a certain direction, you may talk about change. They may accept change, but it's not easy for us to practice change for long. So, in this journey of so many years, uh, what has worked for you in motivating your team to embrace that change, without which we know that we are not indispensable, we will be out of the market. So, what have you tried so far to bring that motivation back into the team?
Right. So change is constant, and you're absolutely right. And the main thing is the change starts with you. So you have to start embracing the new stuff before you expect anybody else to start. So you have to take that first step, and then you have to take the team along with you. So it's one of the problem is you cannot drive the change. You have to be the change. Yeah. So if you cannot be adopting change yourself as a leader, as a manager, it is hard for the team to get to through that change. Yeah? And there will be problems. You have to many times you change, you go back, you change, you go back. You have to try. Yeah, but be the change is the main motto, I would say. So again, the agile is the same. Again, because of this pandemic, there are so many changes happen, and it is hard for people to adopt. So working from home was initially a problem. Now bringing the folks within the office is another challenge as well. So because it's a change now for 2.5 years, people are used to working from home. So that's a change. So we have to be the change. So one of the things that we try to do is leaders, managers has to come to the office. They have to work all the time from the office. So this is the step. You have to demonstrate that you can do the change, you can adopt. And you will have problems, and you have to help out, work out with the problems, and move on.
So, has your team now started working from the office again?
Yes, predominantly team members are coming. The people who are outside the state, they are coming every week, few more people. But as far as myself, my managers, we are always in the office now.
Okay.
And to pre-pandemic state now.
Great. And during the pandemic, how did you ensure that the journey, the transformation journey that they have started, and we know for a fact that there were many practices which were already mature, so they continue to be mature, continue to be in the same rhythm. How did you ensure that, Krishna sir?
Yeah, it was a struggle. First and foremost, we wanted to make sure that the team members and their families are secure. They are going through all the right vaccinations and precautions that they have to take. So we have to make sure that everybody is going through that. And then at the same time, they understand what needs to be done as far as the deliveries are concerned. And we continued the process over the phone. I think we had a discussion as well, how we can execute Agile over the remote working environment. So we continued the processes. Now we don't have the whiteboards, but we have Jira boards, and we could continue with the Jira boards. Yeah. Yes, people missed the camaraderie and the interaction within the office, but now that will come back again.
Krishna said, when demonetization came, that was the first time when I downloaded Paytm. When pandemic happened, and that was the first time me as a consultant ever did online consulting. I never did it before. I was always in the customer's premise, and that was not an easy change. So what is that thing which Krishna has not done before, and pandemic made Krishna do it?
Yeah, so one of the thing was this team meetings where we dive in details and have whiteboard sessions on the technology and the new payment solutions aspects. That was not done before. We used to have these mini workshops running, which were physical within the conference room. That that was something that we started doing online. We had our share of problems. It took more time to do the same thing. If it would have taken 2 hours in the conference room, it would take 2 days or more actually, but not less. So that is something that we had to work through and improve how to do that so that more phone calls, more one-to-one phone calls, then so preparing for that online session and then creating that online conference was the way to do it. But nothing like sitting in a conference room and flushing out the problem.
Makes sense.